Welcome to the Mount Sinai Evangelical Channel, your home for inspiring and enriching biblical content. We're delighted to have you with us today as we embark on an enlightening journey through the pages of the Good Book. We'll be exploring the lives of three remarkable patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the profound lessons they offer us. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing to our channel for more such inspiring content. Join us on a journey back in time as we explore the lives of these extraordinary figures. We begin our journey with Abraham, a man of faith and obedience. Abraham, originally known as Abram, was called by God from his homeland, Ur of the Chaldeans, to a land he'd never seen. God promised him descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. And despite his advanced age, Abraham chose to believe God's word. He embarked on this journey with his wife Sarah, and they became wanderers, trusting God's guidance. Their faith was rewarded when, at the age of 100, Abraham became the father of Isaac, born to Sarah, who was herself 90 years old. This miraculous birth was a testament to God's promise and Abraham's steadfast faith. But the story of Abraham doesn't end there. He was put to the ultimate test when God asked him to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac. Abraham, torn between his love for his son and his obedience to God, chose to trust in the Lord. He prepared to offer Isaac as a sacrifice. However, at the last moment, God provided a ram as a substitute for Isaac, sparing the boy's life. This act of faith, this willingness to give up his most precious possession, was a testament to Abraham's unwavering obedience. Abraham's life was marked by faith, obedience, and the courage to follow God's call, even when it seemed impossible. His story is a testament to the power of faith and the promise of a covenant relationship with God. This covenant was not only a promise to Abraham, but also to his descendants, paving the way for the birth of a great nation. Abraham's story is one of unwavering faith and obedience, setting the stage for the stories that follow. He is a testament to the power of faith and an example of true obedience to God, a legacy that continues in the stories of Isaac and Jacob, which we will explore in the next scenes. Next, we journey to the life of Isaac, a man of peace and patience. Born to Abraham and Sarah, Isaac holds a unique place in biblical history. He was the long-awaited son, the child of promise, the tangible proof of God's faithfulness to his covenant. Isaac's life was marked by patience, and it was in this virtue that he found his strength. Isaac's journey towards marriage was a remarkable one. Abraham sent his servant to his homeland to find a wife for his son. After a divine intervention, the servant found Rebekah, a woman of virtue and kindness. Isaac, upon seeing Rebekah, loved her instantly. Their marriage was one of love, patience, and mutual respect. Isaac and Rebekah were blessed with twin sons, Esau and Jacob, after a long period of waiting. Esau, the elder, was a hunter, wild and restless, while Jacob was quiet and stayed at home. Despite their differences, Isaac loved both his sons deeply. But Isaac's life was not devoid of conflict. In his old age, when his eyesight was failing him, he sought to bless his elder son Esau. But Rebekah, with a divine prophecy in her heart, guided Jacob to receive the blessing instead. It was a moment of high drama, a turning point in biblical history. Yet, Isaac's reaction to this event is noteworthy. He could have chosen anger, resentment, or regret, but instead, he chose acceptance. He accepted God's will, even when it did not align with his own expectations. And in this acceptance, he found peace. Isaac's life was a testament to the power of patience and faithfulness. His journey was marked by waiting, by hope, and by acceptance. He waited for his wife, he waited for his sons, and he waited for God's will to unfold. And in each of these moments, he remained faithful to God and to his family. Isaac's journey teaches us the importance of patience and faithfulness, both to God and to each other. We now turn our attention to Jacob, a man who wrestled with God and man and prevailed. Jacob, the younger of twin brothers, was a man of ambition and determination. From the womb, he was a contender, grabbing hold of his brother Esau's heel in a symbolic struggle for the birthright. This struggle continued into their adulthood, culminating in a pivotal moment where Jacob, with the help of his mother Rebekah, deceived his father Isaac and stole Esau's blessing. This act, while deceptive, was driven by Jacob's deep desire for the birthright, a longing that would shape the course of his life. Fleeing from Esau's wrath, Jacob found himself in a place called Luz, where he had an extraordinary dream. In this dream, he saw a ladder set up on the earth, with its top reaching to heaven, and angels of God were ascending and descending on it. He heard the voice of God, who reaffirmed the covenant he had made with Abraham and Isaac, promising Jacob that his descendants would be as numerous as the dust of the earth, and that all the families of the earth would be blessed through them. This encounter was transformative for Jacob. He awoke with a new understanding of God's presence and power, renaming the place Bethel, which means house of God. The transformation of Jacob continued when he wrestled with a mysterious man until the break of dawn. In this struggle, Jacob's hip was touched, and he was left with a limp, a physical reminder of his encounter. But Jacob would not let go until he received a blessing. The man renamed him Israel, meaning he who wrestles with God, for he had wrestled with God and with humans and had overcome. Jacob's story is one of transformation and redemption, a testament to the power of faith and persistence. His life is a journey from a deceiver to a man who wrestled with God and prevailed, showing us that transformation is possible through faith and perseverance. Finally, we arrive at the blessing of Joseph's sons, a significant event that shaped the future of the Israelite nation. As we delve into this story, we find ourselves at the bedside of Jacob, also known as Israel, in his final hours. His strength may be waning, but his spirit is as strong as ever. His son Joseph, who has risen to power in Egypt, brings his two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, to receive their grandfather's blessing. With a loving yet firm grip, Jacob takes the young boys by the hand. He looks into their eyes, the future of his lineage, and begins to speak words that will echo through the centuries. He places his right hand on Ephraim, the younger, and his left on Manasseh, the firstborn, deliberately crossing his arms. This confounds Joseph, as it was customary for the right hand to be placed on the elder son, symbolizing a greater blessing. Joseph tries to correct his father, but Jacob insists, assuring him that he knows what he's doing. He tells Joseph that while Manasseh will become a great people, Ephraim will be even greater. He then bestows upon them the blessing, saying, "God, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, the God which fed me all my life long unto this day. The angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth." Thus, in this intimate and poignant moment, Jacob imparts his blessing onto Joseph's sons, predicting their futures and establishing their places in the lineage of Israel. The younger son Ephraim will outshine his elder brother Manasseh, a prophecy that would shape the tribes of Israel for generations to come. Jacob's blessing of Joseph's sons signifies the continuation of God's covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, a covenant that continues to this day. As we conclude our journey through the lives of these biblical patriarchs, we are reminded of the enduring power of faith. This journey has taken us from the call of Abraham, a man of great faith who left his homeland to follow God's promise. It led us to Isaac, who demonstrated obedience and trust in God in the face of adversity. We then followed the path of Jacob, a man who wrestled with God and gained a blessing. Each of these stories, in their own unique way, highlights the power of unwavering faith and obedience to God, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. They serve as reminders of God's promises and the blessings that come when we walk in faith and obedience. As we close this chapter, let's carry these lessons with us, drawing strength and inspiration from the stories of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let's continue to seek wisdom and guidance in the teachings of the Bible, finding solace and hope in the enduring power of faith. But our journey doesn't end here. There are countless more stories, lessons, and messages of hope in the Bible waiting to be explored. So, if you found value in this journey, consider subscribing to the Mount Sinai Evangelical channel. Here, you'll find more inspiring content that explores the richness and depth of the Bible. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mount Sinai Evangelical channel for more enriching biblical content. Until next time, stay blessed.